Welcome to Peritos Solutions, your trusted cloud and ERP partner.
Now, one other thing I was talking about, the both the cloud platforms, Azure, AWS, basically gives some sort of funding to run these assessments and run those migration modernization. So one of this option is basically some of the cloud credits. So depending upon how much the consumption will be in cloud, you either fall into 25% or 15% category. The 25% is basically the cash funding. So if the consumption, like a yearly consumption, is more than 500,000, the AWS basically gives 25% to the partner in cash to implement this, to do the actual migration. So whatever that amount would be, we get 25% in cash from them to run the program. And then if it's less than 500,000, customer get 15% credit in form of credits. So that's a good enough money, pretty much covers first few months to basically use some of the cloud services. So why basically where do we actually come into the picture, how we actually help customers? So we basically work with the customers to solve some of those problems and then help them consulting some of the solutions. So we work on both consulting side as well as on the implementation side, on which platform to use. We are partnered with both the cloud platforms. So we basically compare options on both, and then help customers to pick which would be which option would be more cost effective. Also work in an agile way to build on how they can solve some of the problems they are facing. So we work closely with both with the partners, so AWS or Microsoft, as well as with the customer to solve some of those problems and to run those migration modernization programs. Now, that was all about migration modernization. I try to run as quickly as possible. Next one.
Thank you for watching. Get in touch if you're keen to discuss more.